What up? What up? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Dad's Intervention Podcast, episode 22. And of course, it's your favorite dads. It's your man, Ace Brown.
Deacon Comedy, God bless you.
And of course, you're listening to the Dad's Intervention Podcast. Now, of course, you can't see Bill. Bill is out enjoying his festivities. So for the Axe Dad, we had to fill in for him. And my man D got a great topic to talk about. Go ahead,
So,
D.
so this week's As Dad, it comes from a dear friend of mine who wants to know: is sex a big enough reason to walk away from a 5 year relationship? So here's the situation. She likes to have sex, lots and lots of it.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
But her significant other of 5 years uh, does not.
What's wrong
So
with him?
now she has a tough decision to make, and she's wondering from the dads: is is breaking up with someone because of the non-giving of sex enough to walk away from? What do you think, Ace?
Well, I think that it's not so much that it's enough to walk away from. I think that due to the fact that it's I think due to the fact that he's not even trying to budge. Clearly, this is something that's been going on because if y'all been together for 5 years, and you're saying that now you're tired of it. I think that this is something that's probably been going on for at least 2 to 3 years. I would presume that you've been complaining. So because of that, my thing would be that would be the reason to be a deal breaker because of course you're not even trying to budge with what it is. I mean, I understand that sometimes you may not be in the mood, but I think that everyone should compromise in some way, shape, or form. Now, this gentleman um, that is just like in no way, shape, or form ready to compromise is, going to wind up losing probably a good thing for him because of it. And of course, she doesn't really have any other grounds to stand on, so it looks like that. But I think the deeper thing is, like I said, the fact that he's not compromising. He's not even taking consideration the fact that she misses him. She's not taking in consideration. He's not taking in consideration the fact that her sex drive and her physical attractiveness to him. But the big question is why? Why? Is it because she lacks intimacy? Is it because he's not attracted to her? What is stopping him from sharing the same feelings that she has? That's the big question.
Very insightful. I myself feel the same way. I feel like but we let's be since you did that, you went on that angle. I'm gonna go on the angle of the devil's advocate, and I'm gonna say, is it really a good? Is it really a? If I'm really missing out on a good thing, if you're not respecting the way I feel, way I feel about intercourse or sex. If I feel like you're looking at it as you're coming to me and you're saying that you want sex and you need sex, but I'm telling you that if we are spending quality time with each other, that should suffice more than me wearing your back out in the sheets. Because if I'm putting in quality time with you, if the time that we spend, rather than me wanting to spend that time in the bedroom, what if I'm spending that time um, traveling with you or going places or doing different things with you, then you're missing out on a good thing because you can't get past the sex.
Yeah, but I don't think that she's saying that she wants to do that and only that. I think her biggest thing is it's missing, point blank period. It's just like it's like one of us telling our wives, "Hey, what do you want for dinner?" And we're only bringing dessert to the table. It's like, well, where's the starch? Where's the meat? and we're like, yeah, but we cooked this cake. Okay, I understand that, but what are we eating for
Right.
dinner? You know what I mean? So I don't think that. Well, at least she hasn't said to to you, hey, I don't want to go on a trip. I don't want to do all. I don't want to go on a date. When I see him, I want to jump his bones, and then after that, we could do whatever. I don't think she's saying that. What I think she's saying is, before we nightcap, I need you to blow my back out. You know what I'm saying? Before we nightcap, before it's all said and done, because I don't get the, I don't get the chance to spend time with you like that. So before it's all said and done, you know, um, these are the things that I want. But I think that, and I'm going off of what you said is playing devil's advocate. I think that using the excuse of, well, I want to take you out. I want to court you more. I want to take you on vacation. I think those are still all excuses because if you've been with somebody this long and you know that is where their height is, what is stopping you from even doing what women do to most men? Lay there and allow the other person to get theirs.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. Because most men are not comfortable um, getting done. Like you're not gonna make me feel like the female in this situation. So you're not gonna just do me. I'm supposed to do
Yeah,
you.
but most men yeah, but most men also are not um most men also are not the ones that are not always in the mood either.
I never really heard of a man not being in the mood. I was always under the
Exactly.
under the impression that we are always in the mood. You just
Hmm.
you can sneeze the wrong way and your spit hit the right spot. You be
Girl,
like, here we go.
girl.
What you came to do, girl? I was
Oh,
sneezing. Yeah, I got some
yeah,
place for you to sneeze on.
exactly. Exactly.
So so this was news to me,
Exactly.
and I was like, I need to talk to the dads to see if I'm the only one that's feeling or misunderstanding this. But then as I begin to think about it, and I listen to you talk, and then I realize like, hey, well, what about the brother? What about the fact that if that's not what, like, we don't know his background story, we don't know his backstory, we don't know if there was if he was if he was a victim of some kind of molestation or some kind of abuse or something, which made him not really look at sex the way other people look at it.
But that would be voiced to me. That would be or should have been voiced once he saw that this was not your ordinary relationship, that this was something that was heightened more than what
Right,
you know what I'm saying, more than what he wanted. It's just like, you couldn't sit there and just all of a sudden become a vegetarian and not tell your wife about it and but get mad every time she make meat. You
right.
get what I'm saying? Like this should have been talked about beforehand. And maybe it would have been a couple of slip ups every now and again where it's like, oh well, did you forget I'm not always in the mood. You gotta warm me up, or certain things, or let me know when you're in the mood, and then I'll try to get myself mentally in the mood because of what I've
Right.
been through. But if it's not that, if you haven't been saying anything, how can that person know? And I just think that those would be things that if you've been with somebody for 5 years, you definitely would have
You're right.
mentioned it. This is not a 6 month relationship. We talking 5 years right here. You've told this person about your past, especially when it's something that, she's constantly, hammering
Good
home.
point.
So
Good point. Well, I hope, friend of mine, I hope you are watching the episode to get this good advice.
yeah.
If you're not, shame on you because you are home stressing out about it when you just got two dads who told you how they felt about it from different views. So, and anybody else who may be going through the same thing. So, utilize this space and utilize this time to chime in and tell us how you feel. What do you think? Is sex a good enough reason to walk away from a relationship? Um, and
Mm.
the dads would like to hear. Let's have some healthy dialogue and find out what do you feel or what do you think.
Yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. this video. And make sure you like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. And if you have a question for the dads, make sure you hit us up on our Gmail at dadsinterventionpodcast@gmail.com. Put in the subject line, ask dad, and we will address your issue. All right, until next time, we will see you guys later. Until the young sister that is going through this terrible, terrible ordeal, all I have to say is.